Hello. Welcome. One more time. Welcome to the fourth episode. Oh shoot, it's my fifth. One more time. Welcome to my fifth episode of It's Pandemic. Wow. So how are you, everyone? How are you? I hope that you appreciate the beauty of my background. Chair.
Wow.
A wonderful chair. It's not mine. I'm actually just renting out a place, a studio. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Jackie, for lending me this spot to shoot my vlog. Ta-da! Thank you so much. So for my fifth episode, since I can't interview my guest yet, with social distancing and all, I decided to dedicate this fifth episode to answering questions that you may have for me.
Oh, wow.
Cute. That's why I had to dress up. There, see?
Wow.
Do I look pretty?
Wow.
Okay. So, I'm going to answer the questions that have been posted on my Facebook page. And I didn't prepare for the questions because I wanted to be as candid as possible. So I'm going to read out the questions to you and I'm going to give you my answer right this second. The first question that I saw on my wall is from Senpai Joy Estor. And she asked me, how do you manage your time being a mom, a wife, a financial advisor, a karateka, and even joining online workout challenges? How? Thank you for that question. Actually, it's quite difficult to be all of those that you mentioned. To be a mom, to be a wife, to be a financial advisor, to be a karateka, and to be Pammy as well. But ultimately, it all boils down to sacrificing lazy hours so that you can make them productive. Of course, a good support system is also critical. I wouldn't be able to work out if not for my husband, who takes care of Wolf when I would like to work out. Being a karateka, normally I would practice that during weekends. And on weekends, we would visit my mom or my in-laws. And that would be an opportunity for us to focus on karate because someone else will be taking care of Wolf. Delegation is key. And apart from that, discipline. We all have 24 hours in a day. How you become productive in that 24 hours will be completely up to you. So if you want to be productive, you have to decide to be productive. Personal tip, delegation is key. Don't do it all yourself. Time it and then delegate. Alright? So thank you so much for your question, Joy. I hope I was able to answer your question. Next question from Ira. Where do you get your unlimited energy? I drink Milo every day. Energy. It's a choice, actually. If you see that a lot of people in your group have low energy, I automatically feel compelled that I have to exert high energy to infect the rest so they also will have and display high energy. It comes from the heart. It's a choice that I make every time I'm in front of a lot of people. I always choose to put the energetic Pammy in front of everyone else. There. Here's our next question from Ed Bulanadi. This is a serious question. How to be an effective coach and leader? Wow. Ed, thank you for your question. If you want to become an effective coach and leader, the first thing that you have to know about it is it's about them, it's not about you. If you can't get past that, then you're not going to be an effective coach nor leader. You always have to put them first before you, because that's what coaching and leading is all about. My second tip for you to become an effective coach and an effective leader is that you have to be, this is personal, you have to be personally fulfilled. What do I mean with that? In my experience, it's easier to help others when you're already contented with your personal achievements or your self-fulfillment. It's difficult to focus or put others first if you keep thinking about yourself. And you can really only do that if you can say that you are fulfilled. So before you become an effective coach and an effective leader, you have to be fulfilled. Thank you, Ed, for that question, for that very serious question. Okay, wow. How many questions are those? I didn't count. So our next question is from Marie. Hi, Marie. What is the meaning of success for you? How can you say that you are already successful? Wow. I feel like I should be waving as I answer this question. Thank you very much for that wonderful question. You know what? Success what it meant for me has changed over time. When I was in my 20s, success meant having my own house, buying my own car, being promoted, and being able to buy whatever that I want. When I was young, I never needed anyone. And making love was just fun. I'm just kidding. And that was when I was in my 20s. But now that I'm a mom, your perspective really changes. Success for me now, I can't say that I'm successful right now, because for me, success for me means being able to raise Wolf to be a kind man, a responsible man, and I basically wanted to be an ideal man. And that's how I'm measuring my success right now, if I will be able to raise him as a good man. So it's not about being a smart man. More than anything, I want him to grow up to be a kind man. So I'll let you know once I can consider myself successful, because I still have many years to go. Wolf is only 2 right now. I will consider myself successful once I raise a good man in Wolf. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for that question, Marie. I have another question. This one is from Maron Santillan. Hi, Maron. How are you doing? He says, American English or UK English? My answer is American English. Just because I've dealt with more Americans than I've dealt with English men. Can I say English men? In the BPO industry, I've dealt with a lot of American customers, and every once in a blue moon, I would encounter a customer from the UK. So I'm still more familiar with American English rather than UK English. That's it. Thank you. Next. Got so many questions. Next question is from Norman Rockios. Hi, Norman. How's the fish business? Is it fish or it looks like gecko to me? Anyway, Norman, he says, what is the meaning of life for you? This is so deep, Norman. What is the meaning of life? Life is like a box of chocolate. You'll never know what you're gonna get. Can I use Forrest Gump as my answer? No. What is the meaning of life for me? Life is meant to be experienced. Life is meant to be lived. So if you haven't experienced a range of emotions, happiness, sadness, anger, you haven't really lived. Life is about living it. That's it. Thank you. Okay, wow. My next question from Senpai Karen Arguelles. If you remember her, she was my first guest in the first episode of It's Pandemic. Ta-da! Okay, 3 things you would like to tell to your 20-year-old self. 3 things that I would like to tell my 20-year-old self. I would tell my 20-year-old self, 1, wear skimpy outfits.
Wow!
Because during that time, I was still skinny. Dress up more and enjoy my body more. Because nothing lasts forever. What else would I tell my 20-year-old self? I would tell my 20-year-old self to save, to start saving. We have taken for granted savings because especially with people in the same boat as me, we're constantly working and you have an active source of income. And it's easier for you to forgo saving because you always know you'll earn it anyway. You'll have another income. But now with the pandemic, it has shown us that anything that can happen will happen. We've been Murphy. It's Murphy's Law, right? So I definitely tell my 20-year-old self to start saving. I would tell my 20-year-old self to cherish each moment. If I had known that I wouldn't be able to experience the same thing that I experienced when I was 20, I would have appreciated it more. I would have cherished it more. And I would never have taken anything for granted. So definitely, I'd tell my 20-year-old self to cherish the moments, whether big or small, with the different people that I met when I was in my 20s, and make sure that I make the most out of it because life is a constant change. Nothing ever stays the same. Oh no. That's from Tito Jose Manuchan. Okay, question from Christina Logro. She was my classmate in college. Sex or chocolates daw? Hehehe. Do you really want to know? The answer is come on! I'm working out so that I would lose weight. So of course, if you're giving me an option between the two, I choose the one that will allow me to lose calories and burn calories, right? And it's free. I have another question from, it's not a question, from Rhea Fernando. She's a store manager from the company where I work. She says, ayan, not really a question, pero parinig po ng correct pronunciation of your name. A lot of times, my name is mispronounced. People call me Pamela, Pamelia, but it's actually Pamela. Pamela. You got it. So that's how you correctly say my name. Next, from Pearl TW, that's Tanyada White for you. 3 things that you can never leave the house without. For that question, right now, 3 things that I can never leave the house without is number 1, face mask. Number 2, alcohol. And number 3, my cell phone. Yep, those are the 3 things that I can't leave the house without for now. Next! Oh, and she has a follow-up question. Tsaka 3 paboritong ulam. Alam ko yung isa, sinigang. Yes! Actually, Pearl, you're absolutely right. My 3 favorite viands are sinigang na baboy. But here's the next. Sinigang na bagnet. And sinigang na baka. So those are the 3 favorite viands that I have. Okay, next question is from Joey. Do you believe that a faithful man really exists? Wow. First, thanks for your question, Joey, about if I believe that a faithful man really exists. I will answer that with a yes. I think I believe that a faithful man really exists. In what context will be a different story altogether, because you can be faithful with at work, faithful with your spouse, faithful to your friends, faithful to your work, to your employer. So yes, I believe that a faithful man does exist. Next, a question from my college mate, Mark Joseph Amor. Now that you have a kid of your own, what will you do differently compared when you were being nurtured and cared of by your mother back then? Interesting question. Thank you for asking that question, Mark. What I will do differently definitely is I will be a nurturing mom. My mom was not nurturing. My mom was a tough love kind of mom. Okay, let me tell you a quick story just to give you a background by what I meant. So when I was in elementary, I'm not sure if my elementary classmates are going to watch this vlog, but when I was in elementary, I had a classmate who said that I stole her magic pencil. I'm not sure if you remember what a magic pencil is. It's that pencil that has like bullets, and then when you pinch at the top, another one comes at the bottom, and when that's done, you just replace it with another one. Anyway, I'll look for a picture and I'll post it here, the magic pencil. Anyway, she said that I stole her magic pencil and that I slapped her. I don't slap. I punch people in the face. Anyway, she came to my mom while I was there, and that's what she said. And then my mom said, "Oh, sige. Kung talagang sinampal ka niya, edi sampalan mo rin siya." That's what my mom said. And you know what my classmate did? She slapped me. But it wasn't really that hard because I think she was surprised by the fact that my mom said, "Go ahead and slap her." And then my classmate slapped me. But of course, I was a kid and, you know, theatrics, drama. After she slapped me, I acted as if it was really loud or it was really a strong slap. And I looked at her. "I never slapped you." And then she walked away. And then my mom said, "Ba't ka nagpasampal kung di ka nanampal?" And then I said, "You said, you told her that she could slap me." So that's the kind of nurturing that my mom did. She was a tough love mom. So whenever I would get hurt, she wouldn't really say, "Oh no, what happened?" She would say, "It's your fault. If you didn't run, you wouldn't fall." You know what I mean? I hope this doesn't come out wrong. What I'm just saying is that my mom raised me to be tough. And it paid off. I mean, I can survive in a desert with just water. I can survive in the middle of a class even if no one is talking to me. I can survive and thrive. And that's how she raised me. I want to be the kind of mom that eventually becomes a friend of Wolf, so that when Wolf grows up, he will be more open with me. He will always be affectionate with me. So that's the kind of mom that I'm going to be. I want to be the very best that no one ever was. Sorry, that was Pokemon. I want to be the mom that nurtures and supports and is very affectionate. All right. Question by Danry Ocampo. Hi, Danry. I'm in Jackie's house. What is your favorite comics? Of course. Thank you for your question, Danry. My favorite comics is Trece. It's a Filipino-made comics by Bujentan and Kajo Badissimo. So you can check it out in bookstores, and I think it's also available online now. Plus, it has a Netflix series coming up. So that's my favorite comics, Danry. It's Trece. Next, question by Renz Carlo. How do you want to be remembered? Thank you, Renz. I feel like I'm almost about to leave a legacy. To answer your question, I want to be remembered as someone who empowers those who felt powerless to change their situation, be it about their personal life or their professional life. That's how I want to be remembered. Thank you. Oh yes, I have another question here from Jehan Biagtan. If you could make one rule that everyone had to follow, what would it be? Wow! It would be the rule to be kind. That's the only absolute rule. Be kind, because I think if all of our decisions will always stem from kindness, then I don't think there won't be any more misunderstandings or arguments or chaos in the world. Thank you for your question, Jehan. I have another one from Rizalyn and Francisco. How do you manage your time po? Thank you for your question, Rizalyn. I manage my time by ensuring I have mental notes of the tasks that I need to accomplish within the day, and I multitask whenever possible. That way I can accomplish more than two or more things at the same time. Plus, I delegate. Remember what I said earlier, if I can manage to do all of these things, it's also possible for you, because we all share the same 24 hours in a day. It's just a matter of perspective, and it's a matter of will you do it? Not can you do it. I'm sure you can, but will you? All right? Those are all the questions. Thank you so much again for watching my 5th episode of It's Pandemic. Stay tuned as I prepare and shoot for my 6th episode featuring homeowners turned entrepreneurs. So thank you everyone, and stay safe. Bye!